Hello students. Today our topic is subject and predicate. Now, a sentence is a group of words that make sense, and each sentence has got two parts, that is the subject and predicate. Sentences have two parts. First is the subject and the second part is predicate. Subject can be a noun or pronoun, and predicate is the verb, that is the action done by the subject. The subject is the who or what the sentence is about. Now, you have to remember that in identifying the subject in any sentences, you have to remember two keywords, and those two keywords are who and what. So, the subject is the who or what the sentence is about. The predicate tells what the subject does. That means the action done by the subject is the predicate. Now, let's look at the example. The big green frog jumped across the log. Now, here, who jumped across the log? The answer would be the big green frog. So, the big green frog is the subject, while the action done by the big green frog, that is jumped across the log, is the predicate in the sentence. Second, my sweet grandmother wore a blue dress. Now, again, frame a question in your own mind. Who wore a blue dress? Answer would be my sweet grandmother. So, my sweet grandmother is the subject, while wore a blue dress is the predicate in this sentence. Third, the old shack blew over in the wind. Again, frame a question in your mind. What blew over in the wind? Answer would be the old shack. So, the old shack is the subject, while blew over in the wind is the predicate. So, again, keep in mind the two keywords, that is who and what, to identify the subject in a particular sentence. Now, no sentence is complete without a subject and a predicate, and each sentence has got two parts. That's a subject, we are talking about whom or what, and the action done by the subject is the predicate, that is the verb. Now, in the subject of a sentence, we name the person or thing we are going to talk about. For example, I am going to the playground. Now, who are we talking about? Answer would be I. So, I is the subject. In the predicate of the sentence, we say something about the person or thing, that is the action done by the subject. For example, look at the sentence, I am going to the playground. Now, what am I doing? I'm going to the playground. So, I is the subject, while going to the playground is the predicate. Now, we have read many sentences. Let us now look at the parts of a sentence. We have seen how a sentence must begin with a capital letter, must have a verb, and must end with a full stop. Well, let's go a little further. Look at the sentence. The sentence is Sahil buys a puppy. Now, let us look at the sentence in detail. Who buys the puppy? Answer would be Sahil. So we are talking about Sahil. This means that Sahil is the subject of the sentence. And what does Sahil do? That is the action done by Sahil. Sahil buys a puppy. These words tell us something that Sahil does. This means that the word buys a puppy are the predicate of the sentence. Now, we will learn more about subject and predicate and try to identify the subject and predicate in a sentence. As you know, that a sentence can be divided into two parts. The first part is the subject and the second part is the predicate. Now, read these sentences carefully. First, Samrat studies in Little Flower Public Senior Secondary School. Now, Samrat is the subject which is encircled. Now, how do you know that Samrat is the subject? Now, to identify a subject in a particular sentence, you have to frame a question in your mind with who or what. So, here we are talking about Samrat. So, we'll frame a question. Who studies in Little Flower Public Senior Secondary School? The answer would be Samrat. So, Samrat is the subject in this sentence, while the rest part of this sentence, that is, studies in Little Flower Public Senior Secondary School, is the predicate. Second, the school is situated at Chadra in Delhi. Now, we are, we are talking about what is situated in Chadra in Delhi. The answer is the school. So, the school is the subject, while is situated at Chadra in Delhi is the predicate. Third, it is one of the most reputed schools in Delhi. Now, what is one of the most, we are talking about one particular school. So, the school, we are talking about the school. So, the answer is it. So, it is the subject while rest part of the sentence is the predicate. Fourth, almost all the parents want their children to study in the school. Now, who want their children to study in the school? The answer would be almost all the parents. So, that is a subject while want their children to study in the school is the predicate. Fifth sentence, the students of this school are very diligent and successful in life. Now, who are very diligent and successful in life? The answer would be the students of this school. So, that it is the subject in this sentence, while are very diligent and successful in life is the predicate. I also studied in the same school. Who are we talking about? We are talking about I. So I is the subject, while studied in the same, also studied in the same school is the predicate. Now all the encyclical words are subjects. You might have noticed that the subject may be a single word or a group of words. It is not necessary that a subject consists of a single word. It can be made up of more than one word. The subject is a person or thing we are talking about in the sentence. The predicate is the part that tells us something about the subject. That means whatever the action done by the subject is the predicate. A subject is the person or thing that is doing an action, while the predicate of the sentence is the part that contains the action. Now, let's look at some more examples. Example 1, we should follow the rules for our safety. Now, who should follow the rules for safety? Answer would be we. So, we is the subject, while should follow the rules for our safety is the predicate. Second, Rashmi and I went for a walk. Who went for a walk? Answer would be Rashmi and I. So, Rashmi and I is the subject, while went for a walk is the predicate. Third, most of the boys were absent yesterday. Who were absent yesterday? Answer would be most of the boys. So, most of the boys is the subject, while were present yesterday is the predicate. Fourth, Mr. Gupta's showroom will be inaugurated by Kapil Dev. We are talking about whose showroom? Answer would be Mr. Gupta's showroom. So, Mr. Gupta's showroom is the subject, while will be inaugurated by Kapil Dev is the predicate. Next example, number 6. Mona, Sangam and Aarti have planned a reunion for their batchmates. Now, who have planned a reunion for their batchmates? Answer would be Mona, Sangam and Aarti. So, it is the subject, while have planned a reunion, that is the action done by them, is the predicate. 6. This book has many interesting features. Now, we are talking about a particular book, this book. So, this book is the subject, while has many interesting features is the predicate. Now, in these sentences, the subject is placed in the beginning of the sentence. But it is not necessary that subject always come at the beginning of the sentence. It can be in the center of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. It can be placed anywhere in the sentence. Now, let's look at the examples. On the table lay all her toys. Now, we're talking about all her toys. So, that is the subject, while the rest part of the sentence is the predicate. When will you submit your file? Now, here the speaker is talking to you. So, you is the subject in this particular sentence number 2, while rest part of the sentence is the predicate. Third, in a very dark cave lived a pack of wolves. Now, who lived in a very dark cave? The answer would be a pack of wolves. So, pack of wolves is the subject, while the rest part of the sentence is the predicate. Now, in imperative sentences, the subject is not stated. Means wherever you give a command or make a request in such sentences, it is implied that the speaker is giving these commands to you. So the subject is you in such sentences, but you have to keep in mind that you may not be mentioned in the sentence. Let's look at the example. Come here. Here, here it means that the speaker is addressing to you. So you is the subject, while come here is the predicate of the sentence. Second says don't disturb others. Here again the speaker is referring to you. So you is the subject, while don't disturb other is the predicate. Third, please allow me to speak. Here again, the speaker is addressing to you. So you is the subject, while please allow me to speak is the predicate, and you is not mentioned in this sentence. Now, again, I'm again revising that for identifying a subject in any sentence, you have to remember the two keywords, that is the who and what. Now, a subject is the person or thing that is doing an action, or the person or thing that is the focus of the sentence. And this answer you'll get by using the words who or what. While the predicate of the sentence is the part that contains the action. That is, whatever the subject does, the action performed by the subject is a predicate. Every complete sentence contains two parts, a subject and a predicate. The subject is what or whom the sentence is about, while the predicate tells something about the subject. Let's discuss one more example. The monkey ate a banana. Now, who is doing the action in this particular sentence? Who ate the banana? So, the action is done by the monkey. So, monkey is the subject, while ate the banana, that is the action, is the predicate. Let's discuss one more example. Buddy chased the mouse. Here, who is doing the action? Buddy. So, Buddy is the subject, while chasing the mouse, that is the action done by Buddy, is the predicate. Now, I'll discuss one more example. He runs. Now, here the sentence has got just two words. He, that is a subject which is a pronoun, while runs is the action done by he. So, runs is the predicate. So, it is not necessary that a sentence has to be a long sentence for identifying a subject and a predicate. Let's discuss one more long sentence, that is, the thin, tired, weak old lady in the black dress crossed the road. In this sentence, the word crossed is the verb. So, all the words before crossed form the subject of the sentence. That is, the thin, tired, weak old lady is the subject, while cross the road is the predicate. So, keep in mind that any sentence has got two parts, and those two parts are subject and predicate. And to identify the subject, you have to remember the two keywords, that is who and what. Thank you.